Hi, I'm Liam, CEO of Miral Destinations, the sales and marketing arm for Yas Island and Saadiyat destination. Yeah.
So Liam, thanks so much for joining Breaking Travel News here at ATM. It's great to be here. Give us an update on Miral. What's going on?
Miral Destinations, I think it's always with Miral Destinations and Miral Group, there's always stuff going on. I think that's what we're famous for, is delivering on our promises. I think last couple of years have been very exciting. When we see the last few years, we've launched Warner Brothers, we'll launch Climb, which is Warner Brothers is the largest indoor theme park in the world. We've launched Climb, which is the largest indoor rock climbing wall, largest indoor flight chamber. We launched 18 months ago the new hotels on the island, so Hilton, Abu Dhabi. We've also launched the Warner Brothers Hotel, first Warner Brothers theme park, Warner Brothers themed hotel in the world, with our new culinary destination, Yas Bay. So there's always tremendous stuff going on. So when we look at Yas Island, one thing with Miral Destinations, we really drive the brand. So last year we announced Kevin Hart as our brand ambassador. So he was our brand ambassador for the last 12 months. We recently announced our new brand ambassador, so Jason Momoa. So he's really there to drive that brand and brand awareness for the next 12 months. Some really cool content what we've created with him. So I'm really excited to get it out to the world. Summer's a really important time for us into the Yas Island. As you know, we've got indoor theme parks and it's perfect for the summer kind of climate. So we've got the Kids Go Free this year, which we've done for the last couple of years. So kids stay and play for free on Yas Island. So yeah, Yas Island's got a lot of developments coming up, but probably the biggest thing we've got coming up at the moment is SeaWorld. So on the 23rd of May, we're very excited to launch our latest and greatest product, which is the SeaWorld, which is the first marine life theme park in the region. So watch this space. Yeah, I think this is really going to take the region by by surprise of what the quality and the makeup of this product. Yeah.
Can you give us a flavour of what we can expect from SeaWorld?
For SeaWorld, it's multifaceted. The way I like to see it, and I'll say it personally how I see it, is that this year we launched the Rescue and Research Centre, which is a really important part of the SeaWorld ecosystem. So it's not just the research to understand the health of our oceans, how we improve it, but it's also the rescue side of it, where we support the sick and injured animals from the sea, rehabilitation and rescue. When it comes to SeaWorld, and it's part of that ecosystem, is that it's about the marine life theme park. We've got over 100,000 animals within the kind of the marine life theme park. What it is, it's really how do we educate and show the wonders of the ocean so we protect the oceans for the generations to come. Yeah, it's really not everyone gets to see the breadth and the depth of what our oceans are, and that's what we've done. Really bring it to life. So it's the one ocean story. So it goes through eight different realms and really goes through what the story of our ocean's about. So you've got the Rescue and Research Centre, which is about protection, about understanding, and then you've got the theme park, marine life theme park, which is about educating. Yeah, so people fall in love with our oceans. Yeah.
And I believe there's some submersive activity going on as well.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of activities. So we've got multifaceted to it. So it's a marine life and it's a theme park. So it's all about action. It's all about making education fun and entertaining. So it's not just the aquarium side of it, but it's also kind of that immersive experience.
And you've done such a great job of building a really kind of integrated experience with Miral Destinations. You seem now to have such a kind of complementary kind of portfolio of events and activities, attractions, and obviously kind of physical kind of destinations where you can stay. That's taken a huge amount of effort and investment, and it seems to be paying off kind of from a rewards perspective. How are you doing in terms of performance?
It's a great question. What we saw we saw the pandemic as an opportunity. We didn't stop during the pandemic. Yeah, in the pandemic we launched Etihad Arena, which is the new kind of multi-purpose stadium within Yas Island. We've had NBA, UFC. We've had. I just took my kids to Imagine Dragon, which was their first concert, which was an amazing experience. We have Monster Jam. We've got also this year once again we've got UFC. We've got NBA. It's a multi-purpose. We've also launched the culinary destination with a breadth of different restaurants across the Yas Bay, the new hotels. So as you're right, there's always stuff going on. The way I like to say it is that Yas Island is like kind of the mini Orlando, yeah. But for me, I personally think it's better than that because, like most people, have all gone to Orlando, but I seem to spend most of my time in traffic, yeah. To go from one theme park to another theme park is at least 40 minutes in traffic, yeah. Whereas on Yas Island, you can walk from Ferrari, you can walk to Warner Brothers, you can walk to SeaWorld, you can walk to literally from Yas Waterworld to Warner Brothers is probably 200 meters away, yeah. So it's having all that in one location where it's that immersive experience. So as a destination, you can go and enjoy all the different experiences within that destination.
And how are you seeing source markets kind of evolving and changing?
Yeah, I think the source markets have changed a lot during the pandemic. I think once again during the pandemic we saw it as an opportunity to leapfrog other destinations. We came out really strong, so there's a lot of effort into India. We launched Ranveer Singh, which is our brand ambassador. So he was our brand ambassador, launched last year, one of the Bollywood's biggest stars. We saw tremendous growth out of India, superseded even my aggressive targets. Yeah, so India for us is a huge market. I think a couple of years ago they were talking about tier 2, tier 3 cities being the growth. Now they're talking about tier 4, tier 5 cities. So we've invested heavily into India, not just through our kind of campaigns, but also through the trade, through trade campaigns. Also, I think we increased our team in India from 3 to 10 people, just to make sure that we know the consumers look via our website or our commercials, but they book through the trade, so that we support the trade and make it easy to do business. Another area where we see a lot of growth coming from is also the GCC and so forth. So I think it's multi-target. So when we look at just Miral destinations, we've got offices in China, India, GCC, Russia, and into Europe. So and we're actually going to expand those offices because we're seeing certain markets probably really coming back really strongly, yeah. And I think when even China, I think I saw the China numbers. I can't really say what the numbers are because I think we try to keep it confidentially, just our advantage. But we're very happy to see the rebound also starting to happen from China too, yeah.
That's great news. Now, obviously a big theme here at Arabian Travel Market and a big theme for the world right now is obviously sustainability. Tell me a little bit about kind of how Miral's thinking about that when from a kind of overall kind of portfolio perspective.
Yeah, I think as we know, the theme of ATM is sustainability. I think it's at the forefront now. I think it's been bubbling there for a couple of years, and it's definitely at the forefront of. And it's the consumer what's driving that change. Yeah, they're expecting to see sustainability as part of your strategy. I like to say that we were before that. We're not doing it because what the consumers are asking us. We see us as responsible kind of tourist operator. As we are kind of the largest entertainment destination in the Middle East, we also need to be the forefront when it comes to sustainability. So you can see just with it, and it's not just about. We've also just announced that. So we just installed like the biggest solar power on any roof in the UAE. So that's making sure that we save on kind of electricity and the environment around that. But it's also things like the Rescue Research Centre. So it's not just about how we can support the environment, but it's also how we can support the environment through rescue and research of animals and so forth. Yeah.
So you mentioned that you've been opening up offices all around the world. Obviously, the travel trade, I think, is more important in a sense now than ever. Tell us a little bit about kind of how you're really kind of engaging with that community.
Yeah, I think what we saw with COVID was that there was a trend beforehand to book direct. I think once we saw coming out of COVID that as a consumer you wanted that surety around your booking to make sure that you had free options and you had someone to talk to in situations such as getting sick or cancellations and so forth, and we really saw that importance. So for us, the travel trade's always been important, but I think it's just making sure also after COVID that we support them more, or we actually did a lot of work to support them during COVID. What we saw during COVID was, what we knew was that we're going to be this destination is going to be here for the next 10, 20 years, for years to come. It's not about now, it's about how do we grow for the future. So we spend a lot of time working with our partners. It's making sure that we support them, that when we come out of, like we are now, in a really good situation, the travel's come back leaps and bounds. And I think we've been rewarded by the way we supported our partners through this difficult time. Yeah? And I think going forward, I think we've probably got about 50 different individual campaigns with tour operators and partners and OTAs over the next 12 months, just to support the trade and really drive the kind of consumer outcomes we need the business outcomes we need for Yas Island and also Sadia.
Oh, that's great, Liam. And you've obviously got a really busy schedule with what's the opening date for SeaWorld?
23rd of May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you for finding time in your busy schedule for us today. Last thing, really, I suppose, is your chance to kind of give a message to the thousands of people kind of watching this interview. What do you want to kind of say to those watching this interview?
I think the biggest one, as I know you're very strong in the travel trade, and for us, the travel trade is extremely important to us. The success of Yas Island and our Sadia destinations would not be without the travel trade. The one message I want to really get across is I want to make sure it's easy to do business with us. So we've got an extensive team across different offices throughout the world. We've got support through marketing co-op campaigns. We just want to be known as a company what's really easy to do business with us and support your business too and your growth plans. Thank you.